Oi ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a grounded news video. There looks to be a update incoming very soon and looks to be hopefully a big one filled with fixes for long-standing issues, hopefully some new stuff, and I'm praying, beyond praying, that some balance changes are going to take place. Also a little channel update from me at the end today talking about why I'm not quitting Grounded. Let's go. So, how do we know an update's about to drop? Well, I told you guys 1.4.4 was in the works a little while ago. It's been a while since we've had an update. It's probably one of the longest periods we've had in terms of just bug fixes. Obviously, the game's not getting any new content. I keep saying this because you're always going to get these random new people that don't know. Grounded's done. It's had loads of updates. It's a finished, complete game, not a live service. The game can't handle any more new stuff added to it. But what it can do is make sure that it runs smoothly. And I'm praying and hoping that we get some balance changes, particularly for New Game Plus. Anywho, shout out to Apex Predator in my Discord, who alerted me and said that basically, yep, people have been talking about it, some of the devs, about the update. So I wasn't going to do this video because I was assuming that maybe the update would drop literally today or maybe this week. But you never know, it might end up being a bit longer. So I figure I'll at least tell you guys it's on its way and what's actually going to be in it. But options pretty much says here, almost insert, we're getting the last fix for 1.4.4 in today. And that was on the 1st of August. Now cert can take, as he says here as well, 1 day to 2 weeks in our experience. So no ETA as of yet, but hopefully for people to see this later. So anytime between now and maybe like the 14th of August, fingers crossed we're going to get this update. So options here, I'm guessing he must be like the QA guy. It'd be nice to know who he is, but I don't recognise completely who that person is. But they've been giving us lots of info at least. And effectively, he did say that they basically suggested a small delay to the patch. That's why it feels a bit since 1.43, as they're working to get the changes people care about. So obviously that might be hot fixes, and like I said, I'm hoping it's balance changes. If not, then I guess we'll have to just accept Obsidian kind of want whatever they think New Game Plus is to be exactly like that, even if it is pretty tough to play sometimes because of some of the issues. But I'm hoping that might actually be down to just bugs and visual issues. A lot of stuff, particularly like explosive shots, they're the ones that you can't see and they just end up exploding around you. Like you have to be really, really keen eye to see a tiny little pink glob. So it needs some way to alert players of that. And other things as well, like just toning down things like the sour orbs. If they can make them only actually make you stunned rather than take damage, that could be a quick and easy adjustment. There's lots of other stuff I want. I do want more rewards in New Game Plus 1. I want less grind. Whether or not we'll get that, I'm not sure. Anywho, so what is actually coming then? Apparently they are trying to fix some issues that have been in Grounded for years, like the Xbox login loop on PC and the random disconnects like 15 minutes into playing with someone else. So Grounded's review scores have actually dropped quite a bit in the last 30 days. For a while this was definitely over 90%, and it's what helped bump the all-time score beyond 90%. But it has dropped down to 87 ever since New Game Plus came out. Now I was attributing that all to just New Game Plus, people saying they didn't like it or felt it was too hard or kind of broken. But it turns out when you actually go through a lot of the reviews, there definitely are a lot of people complaining about the state of New Game Plus. And a lot of that did get fixed in the first update, but still there are some issues with it. But actually a lot of negative reviews relate to Xbox logins. Some people, I'm guessing Grounded went on sale somewhere, got a surge of popularity, and there's a lot of people just complaining that they have to sign into Xbox to go ahead and play with their friends. Now for Xbox and PlayStation players, I don't think that's such a big deal. You kind of understand that maybe you're going to need some sort of network to sign into to play with your friends across platforms, especially if you play Fortnite and other games that have that. But PC, you know what PC players are like, oh, I won't do anything. If it's not all in Steam, I'm never touching it. And how dare you make me sign in for 2 seconds into something else. So I can see why some of the negative reviews come from that. So I'm hoping it turns the corner. It's not like the end of the world. 87% is still amazing, and it's only the last 30 days. The one that really matters is the 90% overall score, and that's all time. But I love Grounded. I want it to always be in the peak of what it can be. And so I'm hoping that once this fix comes in, and maybe some changes to New Game Plus, that will see this score go up. Even if it's only Steam. I know loads of people on Xbox and PlayStation love the game anyway. But yeah, I just want everywhere to look good for Grounded. And that's where we're at. If you don't know, Grounded do have a really good bug reporting section. They'll list some of the big major ones and issues that are going on, although this one's a bit out of date now. But you can report a bug. It tells you exactly what to do. You sign in at special account on Obsidian and just basically tell them what's wrong. and you can talk about your bug. You never know, you might get help from other players. So do make sure you join the official Grounded Discord to get more help if you need it. There's no lie, I'm clinging on, pretty much coping that Grounded is coming to pretty much the end of its popularity at the moment. View numbers are down, player numbers are down. I've seen people like CD Dinky and Paralyzer announce that they're both basically quitting Grounded, or maybe only slightly returning for like updates. Other YouTubers have quit as well. I feel like I'm starting to become the last OG creator, well, ever since 1.0 at least, still kind of trying to put Grounded content out. And I'm not going to lie, I know lots of the content I am doing, I'm enjoying it, and I think some are. Some of you guys, you don't care about Let's Plays. You don't want to see me die to bugs. You just want guides and news and taking a look at new stuff. Well, ultimately, there is no new stuff. I feel like I've done every guide under the sun. I was debating about doing a new series where I go over a lot of stuff again, just because some things have changed, and there's some guides that I never got around to doing, or I could definitely do a bit better now. But ultimately, these guides, even with my experience, even with a bunch of footage that I might already have, they still take a lot of time to make. Grounded's not going to get a big surge of players hitting it ever again. If I go and spend 2 hours, 3 hours making one guide, if that video doesn't get maybe at least 5,000 views to 10,000 views, that's a lot of my time wasted. I definitely get less views with Let's Plays, but I do enjoy making them and they're easier for me to make. I do feel like I missed out a little bit with PlayStation and Switch. I did have bigger plans to do lots more guides, but truth is, other games came out. On my other channel, my bigger, older one, Valheim had their big update only a few weeks after New Game Plus, and so I had to cover that because I've been there every step of the way for Valheim. And there's always other new games that are going to just draw people in. But I do love Grounded. I don't want to ever quit it fully. That's why I've just kind of settled on Let's Plays. Let's Plays are kind of quick and easy for me to do. In the 3 hours that it takes to do maybe a dedicated guide, I can probably bang out 3 or 4 episodes of a Let's Play, and that gives me some sort of content. Even if they're not getting loads of views, I still feel like I'm keeping some of my fans happy, people that are actually subscribed, whereas a lot of the guides and stuff, they'll be just new views from people that won't subscribe. Anyway, I'm explaining all this because, yes, there is going to be lots of new content incoming soon, but I am continuing with Grounded content. I'm covering Shrouded at the moment, getting ready hopefully for their next big update. This channel is semi-focused on bringing games to console that you guys are going to get to play, and this will appear. I think it could be the end of the year or even beginning of next year we might see this appear on Xbox and PlayStation. And I really haven't put much time into it. I'm not enjoying it massively just yet. I think I need more time, but hopefully it's going to start to click. If not, oh well. But what I will be doing very soon is putting a lot of time and effort into Core Keeper. Again, this is a game that might not be for everyone, but I absolutely love this game. It's super addictive. It's like Terraria and I guess, yeah, Minecraft mixed into one properly, but on 2D looking down. It's honestly one of the best games I've played. It's going 1.0 on the 27th of August, and I'm hoping to get lots of coverage out actually. It's going to be going on Xbox, PlayStation and Switch as well in the next few weeks. I've got a small delay. It's going to be coming out in September, I think, for the OG consoles and Switch. But for Series S and X, PlayStation 5, it will be out on the 27th of August. So yeah, I'm going to start prepping that. You might start seeing some live streams from me and maybe some videos talking about what the game is. If you've never heard of this game, stay tuned. I'm going to be talking to you and showing you exactly what Core Keeper's got going for it. And there are other little things as well. Small Land's got its treetop update. That should be hitting console maybe in the next few weeks. Small Land is kind of dead on its arse. If you look at the Steam numbers for it at least anyway. And in terms of views and stuff, not lots of comments always talking about the game. So that's where we're at the moment. It's going to be Core Keeper. Once this update goes live, you might see 3-4 videos a day from me talking about this game for like 2 weeks. But I do want to make sure I'm doing some sort of Grounded content while we wait for news of either Grounded 2 or until eventually we'll be covering Avowed, the other Obsidian game that's going to be now coming out next February. So there you go, a little channel update. If you really want me to do some guides, if something's really bugging you, or you feel like there's an opportunity to help players with something refreshed, let me know. I'm not saying I'm not going to do any guides on Grounded. It's just about finding the time and finding an interesting way, or just doing a better way, because so many of my videos are kind of still valid. That's the other thing as well. I don't really want to just be doing videos for the sake of it. Lots of my guides, they are pretty much still good. So I'm never planning to really quit Grounded unless something massively took off for a while, like Under a Rock, that's meant to release at the end of the year on PC, and maybe Ra finally appearing on console this year. And I guess that's where we're at. Grounded's given me so much. I've obviously given Grounded so much. Hours and hours, millions of views, help promote the game. And honestly, I would have jumped ship if I didn't like making content, but I still do. I still think the stuff I can do, challenges, and maybe start ranking videos a bit more, as a lot of the ones I did do were before 1.0, like the best biome, the best weapons, the best armor. And I do appreciate people that are watching my Let's Plays. You guys are just the best. If you're leaving a like, you're leaving comments, thank you so much. The ones where I'm going through the back old updates of Grounded from the very beginning, checking out what it was like, go and watch that if you're a PlayStation or Switch fan, you want to see how Grounded developed. Thank you for the support on that, I really do appreciate it, because I know it's not getting loads of views, but again, I'm enjoying it. And I would really appreciate any support anyone can give to my 50 days of New Game Plus. That video just didn't do very well at all. I put a lot of time and effort editing all my little Let's Plays into one pretty much video. So if you haven't seen it, you're about to begin New Game Plus, I think it's definitely useful. According to a poll put out a little while ago, 50% of you still haven't even tried New Game Plus yet. So yeah, hopefully it'll help you out. But yeah, I am going to finish it off. We will do another 50 days where I try and get through as many New Game Pluses as possible. I'm probably going to start that at some point in September. And there we go, guys. It's always a weird one when a game comes to the end of its life. I've had it happen so many times on my older channel, but on my older channel, I always kind of jumped way before then onto the new game hype. If it's a survival game out there, I've covered it, I've played it. Grounded's probably the first true game that I'm trying to stick it out as long as I can. And that's not just because of the views, because like I said, I'm not getting that many views at the moment. I just genuinely like the game still. I feel like I got content I can make that I find interesting. And I've just got to hope that eventually some of you guys might find it interesting too. So there we go. A channel update, a Grounded update. I'll see you ratbags. As soon as this update goes live, I'll be there with the patch notes and showing any major changes. Let me know what you want changed or what you want fixed, and I'll see you ratbags soon.